Today, I will be discussing whether business owners can hide or should they reveal secret ingredients in cosmetic products with Victoria Warren Jackson. In order to keep ingredients a secret, a business owner can apply for trade secret status from the FDA or apply to the USPTO for a patent. The acronym FDA, it stands for Food and Drug Administration, and USPTO stands for United States Patent and Trademark Office. In this video, I will discuss the FDA and trade secret status. I will not be discussing applying for a patent through the USPTO because when you apply for a patent through the USPTO, all of the ingredients are disclosed to the examiner and the history of the application is published, making it available to the public. Once the patent term is over, the ingredients, they become available for public use unless the maintenance fees have been paid. So why is this video titled Hide or Reveal Secret Ingredients in Cosmetic Products? There are many products that are regulated by the FDA. My products are considered as cosmetic based on FDA regulations. So I completed my research on cosmetic labeling. If you have another product which is not considered cosmetic, you can go on over to the FDA website for product regulations, and the FDA website is www.fda.gov. So sometimes you'll hear business owners say, I have secret ingredients in my products. But by calling the FDA office, you will hear them use the terms trade secret. Now, many business owners apply for trade secret status because they feel that someone is going to copy their secret ingredients. A business owner should not sell a product without listing the ingredients unless they have trade secret status from the FDA. So I already told you that FDA, that acronym stands for Food and Drug Administration. There are times when you will see USFDA being used, and it's the same thing. USFDA simply means United States Food and Drug Administration. What is the role of the FDA? Their primary role is to regulate and supervise products in order to promote public health. I always like to share my experiences, and while I was in the formulation stage for my products, I didn't know very much about FDA regulations. I thought that I could keep certain ingredients a secret. I was not aware of trade secret status. I didn't even know what it was, and I never knew in the beginning that trade secret status has to be granted by the FDA to prevent disclosing ingredients. So in the beginning, when I started my business, I was all over the place. I had my own doubts about sharing my ingredients because I was afraid that someone would copy my product. But I soon met a label designer, and she assured me that, there is nothing new under the sun. And I also contacted the FDA office because I had some additional questions. So I'm going to answer an important question that's asked by many business owners. And you may say, well, what's the question? The question is, should I hide or reveal secret ingredients in my products? To answer this question for you, I will be sharing information that I found while doing research on the FDA website. So in order to apply for trade secret status, you will need to petition the FDA. And petition, this just simply means to make a request. So you will petition the FDA to request trade secret status. A business owner can request trade secret status for a cosmetic product from the FDA. So once again, a business owner can request trade secret status for a cosmetic ingredient from the FDA. While I was on the fda.gov website, I found a sentence that I thought was very important that I like to share with you. And on their website, there's a sentence that says, be aware that it's unlikely the FDA will grant your request. And when I read that sentence, I was a little bit confused because I was thinking to myself, well, why would they have you apply if there's a big possibility that they're not going to grant your request? So I continued to read, and what I discovered is that the FDA has only issued one trade secret status in the last 20 years. So the FDA has only granted one trade secret status in the last 20 years. So that lets us know that they do not grant many. But this shouldn't discourage you if you're still interested in petitioning the FDA for trade secret status. And if so, you need to submit form FDA 2512, and then someone from their office will contact you. Their response time is around 180 days. So one more time, just to remind you that you have to be granted approval from the FDA before you make a product where you do not disclose your ingredients. And there are many products that are regulated by the FDA. Some of those products include cosmetics, food, drugs, medical devices, radiation emitting products, vaccines, blood, biologics, animal and veterinary, and tobacco products. So the FDA considers the following items or certain items to be cosmetics. And those items include soaps, lotions, face and eye makeup, fragrances, shower gels, and then there are some other items also. Keep in mind that if a cosmetic product is marketed on a retail basis to consumers, such as in stores, online, or person to person, the ingredients must be listed by their common or usual names, and generally these ingredients are listed in descending order of predominance. What is the FPLA? FPLA is an acronym and it stands for Food Packaging and Labeling Act. So under the authority of the Fair Packaging and Labeling Act, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration requires an ingredient declaration on all cosmetic products that are sold at the retail level to consumers. And that is very important. So one more time, just to let you understand that the Fair Packaging and Labeling Act, it is a law. So if you decide to hide secret ingredients that are found in your products, I need you to understand that basically it is illegal. Just a couple of reminders. All cosmetic products must contain an ingredient declaration per FDA regulations. And this ingredient declaration, it simply requires all products to list the ingredients. So, should you hide or reveal secret ingredients found in your products? The answer to this question can be found on www.fda.gov. While I was on the FDA website, I did find another important sentence, and it reads, cosmetics that are marketed on a retail basis to consumers must have an ingredient list. No questions asked. Manufacturers, they have no way of knowing what their customers are allergic to. So it's important to list all ingredients. And it doesn't matter if the ingredients are a plant, an essential oil, or a natural product. Let the customer decide if the product is going to cause them to get an allergic reaction. Consumers should be provided with enough information about a product before making a decision to purchase the product. One of the major reasons why the FDA does have regulations for cosmetics is because of allergens. Cosmetic products can promote allergic reactions in some people. And many people suffer from allergies. It doesn't matter how old they are, people can suffer from allergies at any age. Allergic reactions to cosmetic products, they can show up in the form of itchy, red rashes, and dermatitis on the skin. And this information was taken directly from FDA.gov. Now, there are some allergens that are found in cosmetic products, and they include natural rubbers, fragrances, preservatives, dyes, or chemicals in dyes and other color additives. So, the following information I think is extremely important. Please note that certain ingredients may be listed generally as fragrance or perfume without identifying the specific ingredients. So I'm going to share some reminders with you again. Fragrance and flavor ingredients, they do not need to be listed individually on cosmetic labels because they are the ingredients that are most likely to be trade secrets. Instead, the business owner may decide to list those items as simply fragrance or flavor. And if you want to get more information about that, you can go over to the website, the FDA.gov website, and you can read up on Title 21, which is referred to as the Code of Federal Regulations. And more specifically, you can go over to Part 701.3A. How do you know about fragrance products? How do you even know when a cosmetic is considered as fragrance products? So on the FDA website, it does say that if a product is intended to be applied to a person's body to make the person more attractive, it is a cosmetic under the law. And here are some examples of fragrance products that are regulated as cosmetics: perfumes, colognes, and aftershave. Fragrance ingredients they're commonly used in other products as well, such as shampoos, shower gels, shaving creams, and body lotions. There are some products that are considered as cosmetics and a drug, and it's very important to understand if a product has therapeutic uses. So some fragrance products that are applied to the body, they are intended for therapeutic uses, such as treating or preventing diseases, affecting the structure or the function of the body. Products that are intended for this type of use are treated as drugs under the law. And sometimes they can be both. They can be a cosmetic and a drug. So the FDA defines cosmetics by their intended use, and it says that the FDA defines cosmetics by their intended use as articles that are intended to be rubbed, to be poured, to be sprinkled or sprayed on, or introduced into, or otherwise applied to the human body for cleansing, for beautifying, promoting attractiveness, or altering the appearance. The FDA has also provided a definition for drugs. So the FDA defines drugs by their intended use as articles that are intended for use in the diagnosis, the cure, the mitigation, the treatment, or the prevention of disease. And articles that are other than food that are intended to affect the structure or any function of the body in man or other animals. So here are some examples of labeling statements that will cause a product that contains a fragrance to be treated as a drug. So if the product says that it eases muscle aches, or it soothes headaches, or helps people sleep, or treats colics, then those are examples of labeling statements that would cause a product that contains a fragrance to be treated as a drug. So if you sell a product that is considered to be cosmetic and a drug, just check the FDA regulations. And if you still have more questions, I would advise you to just give them a phone call for clarification. Let me just give you an example. What if you sell a body lotion which is therapeutic? So this product is cosmetic and it is a drug, and FDA regulations will definitely apply. So here are some more reminders for you. Many business owners, they always ask that big question: should I hide or should I reveal secret ingredients in my cosmetic products? The FDA makes it very clear. It is illegal to hide ingredients that are found in cosmetic products. If you sell your products in a store, in a vendor fair, a flea market, or online, once money has been exchanged, you are required to reveal all of the ingredients in your products. And I do have some bad news for you, because if you choose not to include ingredients and someone has an allergic reaction, the FDA will tell you to stop making the product. Also, you can incur additional fees and the consumer can file a lawsuit against you. So it's just best to list all ingredients in cosmetic products. If someone gets hurt from using your product, you are responsible. Keep in mind that you do not have to include the measurements, but you do have to list ingredients. You do not have to tell what kind of fragrance it is, but you do have to use the term fragrance. Retail means trading money for something, and it doesn't matter where you sell the product. Even though you may want to list even though you may not want to list your secret ingredients, it is in your best interest to do so. So you may not want to list your secret ingredients, but it is in your best interest to list all ingredients. Just think about it this way. What if you have the number one selling face serum at Walmart? The FDA requires you to list your ingredients. And even if a competitor tries to recreate your serum based on the ingredients, this does not guarantee that they will have the same results. The measurements of the ingredients is the important factor here. If they use too much or too little of an ingredient, it changes the entire formula. So I have some suggestions. It is required to reveal secret ingredients in cosmetic products. It is not required to reveal the measurements. So you can protect your measurement information by only revealing to people who work in your company. Only share the measurements with key personnel, and that makes it more difficult for your competitors and the chemists to duplicate your cosmetic products. Sharing secret ingredients with employees, manufacturers, and contractors, it can be risky. So you can ask them to sign a non-disclosure agreement. And I'd like to just give you some information to help you contact the FDA. I already mentioned several times that you can go to their website, which is www.fda.gov. And if you like to call them, you can contact them at their main number, which is 888-463-6332. And when I called the main number, they did answer a lot of my questions, but I still had more questions. So they gave me the number for their cosmetic products department, and I called over and I spoke to someone. And the number for the cosmetic products department is 888-723-3366. And if you need to mail in any information or applications or anything to the FDA, their mailing address is located on their website, which is www.fda.gov. And I always like to provide resources. So some really good resources would be, number one, www.fda.gov. Another good resource to get information in reference to patents and trademarks would be www.uspto.gov. And if you have some spare time, you may want to do a Google search for the Code of federal regulations, Title 21 that I mentioned a little bit earlier in this video. And then also you definitely need to do a Google search for the Cosmetic Labeling Guide. That's COSMETIC, Cosmetic Labeling Guide. And once you get a copy, or once you open the Cosmetic Labeling Guide, you do need to download and save a copy to your computer. While I was doing my research, I came across a very interesting website, and it's hosted by Google Patents. And that particular website is patents.google.com. And when I went on that website, I discovered that I could find out about anyone who has a patent in the United States or universally. So my final words to you are: disclose ingredients that are found in your cosmetic products. And I definitely understand a business owner who wants to hide their secret ingredients. But as you have discovered by watching this video, hiding secret ingredients is a violation of FDA regulations. Remember, customers, they respect quality products. Do not be fearful of competitors. Find your niche and make your product stand out. And as always, I wish you success and happiness with your business. And I'm just telling you what I know.